Oh my goodness, so it's warming up again. So we're having a few days of mid-80s, and I've been watering today and just kind of thinking that how interesting it is that when the spring, so we're still in spring, but what seems to be happening is more of summer is kind of falling into spring. So we're having more 3 or 4 or 5 day heat spikes as opposed to cold spikes, which we were having earlier in the spring, where it would be pleasant. It would be, I don't know, high 60s, mid 60s, low 70s, and then we'd get down to 62. But that's not happening anymore. So it feels more summer-like. And what's happening in the garden, what I'm noticing is that the early spring flowers are starting to wane, and the roses are going strong, and they're really starting to come out. Some are falling and some are holding on, but it's interesting. So that shift is starting to happen. The dahlias are starting to sprout, which is a mid to late summer bloomer. So it's kind of fun watching it. And I was doing check this out, I was doing some watering and I noticed that the hydrangeas were dry, but look at this guy. Isn't he fun? Yeah, so I have a big pot of him here underneath the redwood. There's actually 4 pots under there, also needing a home, but until then, that's where they're living. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit, the idea of how spring kind of, in the beginning, it waxes and wanes between late winter and early spring, and then by mid-spring it starts to wax and wane from late spring into early summer. And it makes sense. It's just I'm paying much more attention to it this year because it interests me in how it may inform us in our lives, how it may support us and inform us. And one of the things I was putting together in my mind is I had a session today, a healing session, and it's basically healing my nervous system. And the experience yesterday, so I have 4 treatments this week, and the experience yesterday was I could not relax no matter what. And I was talking to my chiropractor, Dr. Helen Thomas, and she was saying, yeah, it's like you hit limestone and it's like clunk. And I went, yeah, that's what it's been feeling like. And then in my language, remember metamorphic goo? It feels like I'm waxing and waning into the backside of metamorphic goo, right? Where I'm much more considerate of the butterflyness in the goo as opposed to the caterpillar. But that feeling, and I was thinking that so like resonates with the seasons, having that waxing and waning into late spring, early summer, waxing and waning from the late metamorphic stage into the early butterfly stage. So just musing and considering and thinking about those things, and just wanted to share them because they're going through my mind and they're also going through my experience. So just wonder if you're finding that in your life at all. So yeah, anyway, yeah, if you have any ideas and you want to leave them in the chat, I would love to read them. And if not, that's okay too. I'm just happy to be here and share my garden and share my thoughts. And thank you for coming and visiting yet again. So yeah, so that's it for today. And I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang up and drive. Where'd that come from? Anyway, welcome to Santa Rosa. Oh, that's a biplane. Very cool. So, hope you're having a wonderful day, a fabulous week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.